when you see the photo from the Danube all the time. We'll get a better angle of it later.
Oh, it's raw. Yeah.
The view from the funicular. Funicular. Boat on a river. Up top. I don't know. Very busy afternoon here. Saturday. Budapest, the Castle District, Finkárdasás. Buda. St. Matthias, Matthew Church. See it up right here. There's the famous Parliament building. Most of Budapest you see. And this was constructed probably no more than 100, 120 years, 150 years ago. Walkway you can do. And everywhere, there's a ticket. 1686. And this is, okay, now this is the Museum of Military History, and this is the Magdalen Tower. It's all left of a Gothic church that was destroyed during World War II. We've walked from there. Here's the Military Museum. Green flag waving proudly. Buda. Good subway. Burger thing. Okay, we have our ticket for 318 Florence. We're going to catch the 1240 to St. Angelo, Sant'Angelo. We're going to work our way under. It's 32 degrees. What you can do is double it. 64 plus 30. 94. I don't think it's probably about 90. Little canal. Here. Shops, galleries, and a rich Serbian legacy here. Look, the Marzipan Museum. Pedestrian way. Oh, yeah. It's Serbian, but also a Greek Orthodox. Here, we have the band here. Chicken, paprika chicken with dumplings. It's Just a little wedding went by. Bunch of shops here, shops. Alright, this is... I'm taking a little turn. This church, going up to the top of the hill. Donald. Right up there is where it does like a 90-degree bend from Bratislava, and it just turns. Let's do it again. Bratislava, turns. Beautiful breeze. Budapest in the distance. St. Andrews, lazy day. See how it's inside looking out. We're in the hallway of Best Hostel. Best Hostel is actually with a bunch of apartments. There's a little bit of a stench, as you can tell, because there's the garbage. So we're staying. Best Hostel. I don't know if this was a pool or a courtyard. This is just what it is. And you come up. I don't know what that says. I think that says, don't know. You come up. You got Best Hostel. Best Hostel. Thank you. Common room over there. Over here. There's the room. Looking good, huh? Welcome to Bratislava in Slovakia. This is from my terrace. I'm paying 800 Slovakian krones a night. Now, what's interesting is, as you can see, it's a population of about 440,000. I chose this place, the Hotel Spirit, because look at the colors. It is spirited. It is loud. This is where I'm staying. Beetlejuice lives here. This is where he moved after being vanquished. And the big thing is the proximity to... Hard to see in the shade there, but it's Bratislava. This is the main train station. So that way I can hook up on a train to Krakow. Now, the young lady here tells me everything is safe around here. Now that is a monument also for the liberation of the Slovaks from the Nazis, I believe. I think that's on Bratislava Castle Hill. Devon Castle's are on the way. The thing is, I think all the places are closed tomorrow. But we'll find out. Now let's take a look at my room. It's the showroom. Yeah, that's right. I'm staying in a conference room. At 800 a night. Now you might wonder what 800 is. Well, it's 36 to the dollar. So do the math. Okay, there's the Spirit House. There's the train station. This is the way I came up. Some guy was giving me directions from the train station. I thought, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm ended. But the thing that you find here, I hope I'm not jinxing myself, is that the worries about crime, physical violent crime on other people, you don't even have the same. It's not even in the same ballpark as how when people walk around in the States. Not even the same thing. Yeah, we could have gone that way. I'll take the bridge instead. And through this tunnel. And through here. And up those steps. To over here is the train. Up the stairs. Okay, I got some advice earlier. Thank goodness I asked somebody else. And also, when you see the word Centro, usually it's New York City. But on this busy old sea with all the graffiti, I have no idea what this is. It looks like a nice park. Hope you check it out. This could be the National Bocce station. Practice field. Okay, we've come from up here. Actually, we've come from over here. And the scale. Right there too. Come here. Right past the train station. Come down here. That's the park. And that will come down to here. Close up. There. So we're here. Down to here. Scale. So this is Grasso Kordovic Palace. And boy, I should tell about a time when we were at the former residence of the Haynes and we broke out the bocce balls that the Picaros had. They'd never seen a game like that. See, we're coming into the old town over there. It's a beautiful, nice layer. Grasso Kordovic Palace. Let's go find out how much the bus costs because I don't feel like walking back. And that, my friends, is Bratislava Castle. Only stumbled upon the right place. It's the old city. Bring us down to the Danube. Now, I know my place looks kind of seedy and all that stuff, but in terms of convenience, it's gonna rock. Austrian Embassy. Might be Embassy Road. Or of the old city. Outside music. They were setting up huge in Millennium Square, or Millennium, there's this giant monument, I couldn't get on video because I didn't have it with you, for the Magyar conquest of the Carpathian Basin. Huge music was going to be scheduled for that night, Bartók and Hungarian folk. Yeah, if you look where the church is, that's where I just ended, now we're in this place. Channel 3 is here. That building is the Slovak National Theater. And they're talking about Strauss. Butch would know this. I'm in Butchvakia. We saw that's the Slaven War Memorial, 1965. Almost 7,000 Soviet soldiers who died in the Battle of Bratislava are buried there. Okay, we're sitting on a bench and you can see that's Bratislava Castle. There's a bridge that spans the Danube. From the 1st to the 5th centuries, Bratislava Castle was a frontier post. Bratislava Castle was a frontier post of the Roman Empire. Since the 9th century, the castle has been rebuilt several times as a seat of Hungarian royalty until it burned down in 1811. Reconstructed in 1953-1962, it's now a historical museum. That is St. Martin's Cathedral. Inside is a bronze statue, 1734 St. Martin cutting off half of his robe for a beggar. And that is a 15th century Coronation Church. I wonder why they call it that. St. Martin's Expressway, the big bridge, Danube, a pedestrian walkway. Right there, St. Martin's, take a right, you go back where the band's playing. And if you look carefully, there's a lot of people with their European, the men with their European carry-offs, not purses. Nice. Everything's sold out. Thanks to Philharmonic. Zoom is not working. TGI Fridays. Ritz-Carlton. Take that back. It's just the Carlton. Back up here. Cafe Meyer carries only wine. That is the Museum of Wine Production, and next to it is Municipal Museum. Another square, Japanese Embassy. And the trolley, Celtic Central. Okay, this is closed today. Devon Castle, from the 1st to the 5th centuries, frontier post of the Roman Empire during the 9th, stronghold of the Great Moravian Empire. Castle withstood the Turks, but was blown up in 1809 by the French. Regarded as a symbol of the Slovaks and maintained their identity despite a millennium foreign rule. And it's not open today, as everything else is closed too. But there you go, Devon Hrad. And it sits overlooking the Danube. Supposedly you might be able to see Austria from here. So let's see if we can walk on the grounds. Okay, the Celts were here in the 5th millennium BC. And 1st century AD, Roman Empire, like it said. Moravian and the Morava and Danube River. Well, this is interesting. Maybe it is open. It might be closed, but pay anyway. 12th century settlements making use of the former castle, or the former outpost. The watch house, 15th century. And 1527, basically, the Austrian-Hungarian Empire Ferdinand gave this to the Bathroys. They built their own palace here. This is where the ground floor was. Here's where we are right now. And we're going to go up. Here's our concourse, the Morava and the Danube. Confluence, tributary, etc. Great geography terms. Looks like the well. Oh yeah, it goes down. You can see which way we're looking right there. 50 meters. We're right now at the top of the viewing platform. The Morava goes into the Danube, like I showed you earlier. Side, give you that map. Okay, here's the other map. Bratislava is going to be that way. Bratislava. Here's the Danube. We follow that. Follow that. Follow that. Right here, here's where we are. Here's the Morava or Morava. Morava. Let's go Morava. Danube. And if we follow the Danube up, we might be able to say Wien. There's the column. In Wien, although Lane Travel said she's never seen Wien, is just out of probably our reach due to the misty day. You might call it smog. Here's the rest of our viewing, our vista from the top of Hrad Devon. Family visiting. And if you look in the distance, harnessing the wind, harnessing. Good geography, interaction. Alright, now, militarily, trade, everything else, you can see the advantage of this. Well, maybe not the highest site, but the highest site next to the river. You got all traffic coming downstream, either for trade or threat of force. And at this conference too. Easily get yourself together in case of an attack. Got family there. I took a picture. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. We see a lot of wall. It's new. Hot sun. Nice, nice. I think we got some barge traffic on the Danube. Also waiting for the bus stop. Had a nice talk with a Scotsman who moved here to be with his girlfriend, who we met when she was going to university in Scotland. He teaches English, so does she. A lot of people want to learn English, in particular like doctors and nurses, because they get paid, let's say, less than teachers. And almost kind of like a brain drain. There already was one, and more people wanting to do it now. Also, there's a lot of corruption, for example, and the corruption is kind of a given. That's how it works. If you're a police officer, maybe you don't want to go through the hassle of writing down license plate numbers or going to court. You just haggle over the speeding fine. It's very, very common. Now, corruption is not a good thing, but it's hard when people have made that a basis of their living and probably don't even consider it corruption. Probably just figure it's part of their job and it's part of the way they make some extra money in an area where I don't know where the average income is. Probably about $400 a month. Actually, it's probably more than that. Well, let's even say let's say it's $1,000 a month. That means the average person or the average household income is 12 grand, which would put you well below the poverty line in the States. Of course, prices are a lot cheaper here. Well, here's the barge. It's right below us now. And we sign off now from Hrad, Devon. Good day. You can see through the trees there. Yeah, it's part of the Hrad Bratislava. See what that car's doing? Just sit out on the side. Boy, is this concrete hot. Get a view. There's the old city. That's where I've been hanging out in that little park area. This leads up to the Opera House. Right there, the shiny silver dome. And see, you got a nice smokestack there, spanning the Danube with the restaurant on top, and there's a bunch of prefab Soviet housing. Hey, bud. Checking out the map. Welcome to Krakow. It is Grunwald. This is Krakow, third largest city in Poland. Grunwald. We're standing outside the old city. That is the Barbican, and behind it is the Florian Gate. The city was founded, legendary, by Prince Krak, who slayed and outwitted the resident dragon overlooking the Vistula River. In 1000, the bishop here the bishop was established, and the Piast kingdom lasted about 400 years until 1596. This was the capital in 1038. It is the largest city, it's the only large city in Poland whose architecture actually survived World War II pretty much intact. Not only that, the old town which we'll visit is on UNESCO's World Heritage Site. Strike that, 1970 it became on the UNESCO's World Heritage list, on the first list. The old town made it. Okay, we're right here, and this is the gate. 1498 was the Barbican. Here's the gate. Now this is all green space. This is where the city walls used to be. Now they put a bunch of trees up around there. Town center, and I'm staying right here. There's the date, more sights in a bit. Okay, we came from there, and now here's the Barbican, redoing it. there's the Florian Gate, one of only 8 gates remaining. The only gate of 8 remaining. I'm doing some renovation. An idea, fortification, moat. Got to get through here first before you could even think about coming in to the gate. And that dead-headed St. Mary's Chapel. Thriving arts colony. Hey, what do you call a bovine with a drug problem? A crack cow. Oh. Polish, the Krakow Theater, National Theater. Old city. Old city. Okay, I'm at Bistro something. It's a fast food, Polish food. And we're going to have they were out of that number 82, so I'm going to have the number 81 with the number 40. And a Coke. No Coke lights. Oh. We're in the Pink Elephant. Alright, it's about 9:30 at night. St. Mary's. Hope you can make this out. The crowd is full with people. Filled with people, or full of people. Full of people. Town Hall. Or maybe not. Give you a daytime shot tomorrow. At 800 meters by 1200 meters, it's Europe's largest town square. In medieval times, a bugle call of 5 tones, a melody of 5 tones would play. That tone now is the musical symbol of Krakow. It stops abruptly, which brings back the history of when the Tartars invaded and the bugle call was hit by an arrow. Actually, the 13th century trumpeter was hit by a Tartar arrow. Seems like people just climb on the statue. Police aren't even asking them to come off. I don't hear the beautiful.